Hold on to your seats, because what I'm about to share could put thousands of extra dollars in your pocket if you're a senior citizen receiving Social Security benefits or a disabled individual. Congress has just approved something monumental that could completely transform your financial situation. Imagine being eligible for not just one, but multiple payments totaling up to $7,700. This isn't a scam or exaggeration. It's real, and I'll show you exactly how to find out if you qualify. But before we dive into these life-changing details, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. These updates could mean real money in your pocket, and you don't want to miss out. Plus, smashing that like button will help spread this critical information to other seniors who might desperately need it. So, let's take a moment and really think about why this announcement is so important. Right now, inflation is soaring, and the cost of living, from groceries to medications, is rising to record highs, especially for seniors and disabled individuals. These financial pressures are crushing. For many, even the basic necessities of life are becoming increasingly difficult to afford. But here's the thing. While the cost of living skyrockets, wages often remain stagnant, and fixed incomes are stretched to their limits. Recognizing this, Congress has stepped up with a solution that's designed to help those who need it most. And yet, shockingly, many eligible individuals remain unaware of these payments. Are you one of them? The recently approved package includes 3 separate payments: $1 to $800, $2,400, and $3,500. Together, these payments represent a lifeline for those facing financial hardship. These are payments that can help alleviate the pressure and give you the breathing room to focus on what really matters: health, safety, and peace of mind. But before we break down the details, let's answer a common question. Why now? The economic fallout from the pandemic, coupled with record inflation and skyrocketing healthcare costs, has created an environment where many Americans are struggling to keep their heads above water. And for seniors and disabled individuals living on fixed incomes, these challenges are even more severe. It's as if the financial system was set up to make things even harder for them. Recognizing the urgency, Congress responded with these relief payments, specifically designed to target those in need. Unlike previous stimulus payments, which were broad and generalized, these funds have been designed with careful thought and with specific eligibility criteria in mind. These aren't random windfalls thrown out into the world. They're specifically tailored to assist vulnerable groups, people who are truly struggling. Let's break down these payments and understand how each one works. The first payment, which is $3,800, primarily targets Social Security recipients who meet specific income thresholds. But here's where things get a bit more complex. Qualification isn't just about income. It's a much more nuanced system. Have you been receiving Social Security benefits for at least 12 months? If so, you've already cleared the first checkpoint. But if not, don't worry, there are still exceptions. For example, if you've recently become disabled, or if you are a widow or widower, you might still be able to qualify under special provisions. And the good news is, the income thresholds for this payment are more generous than many expect. While exact numbers vary by state and personal circumstances, many middle-income seniors are shocked to discover they qualify. The key here is knowing how to check eligibility correctly and being informed about your situation. This is the first crucial step to claiming these payments. Next, we have the $2,400 payment. This second payment targets individuals who face even greater financial difficulties. For instance, if you have high medical expenses or are caring for a disabled spouse, this payment could be crucial for you. The most important thing to understand here is that the eligibility criteria for this payment are separate from the $1,800 payment. This means you could qualify for the $1,800 payment, but not the $2,400 one, or vice versa. In some cases, you could be eligible for both, which is why it's essential to check each benefit individually. Don't assume that just because you qualify for one payment, you'll automatically qualify for the other. Each payment has its own set of rules, and you should check them carefully. Now, let's talk about the $3,500 payment. This is the largest and most significant of the three, but it's also the most misunderstood. Many people believe they won't qualify for this payment because they think it's only for those with the highest incomes or greatest financial needs. But that's not the case. This payment is designed to assist individuals who have the greatest financial need, but it takes into account more than just income. It also considers factors like medical expenses, housing costs, and even geographic location. For instance, one viewer, Martha, name change for privacy, assumed she wouldn't qualify because she lives modestly on Social Security and a small pension. But after following the steps I outline, she discovered she was eligible for both the $1,800 and $2,400 payments, totaling $4,200. Money she would have missed if she hadn't checked. This is why it's so important to carefully follow the application process and see what you qualify for. Here's where many people get tripped up: the application process. First and foremost, I want to stress this point. Never pay anyone to help you apply for these benefits. If someone asks for money up front to assist you, it's a scam. The application process is completely free, and it's a process you can handle yourself with a little guidance. While the application might seem complicated at first glance, I will break it down step by step for you. Also, it's important to know that these payments won't interfere with your existing benefits, such as Medicare, Medicaid, or Social Security. These relief payments are structured to work alongside those existing programs, not replace them. So, what should you do to prepare to apply? The first thing you'll need to do is gather a few documents. You'll need your Social Security information, recent tax returns if you file them, medical expense records, proof of residence, and information about any other benefits you receive. Now, don't panic if you don't have all of these documents at hand right away. I'll guide you through how to get any missing documents and let you know which ones may not be necessary. These payments are designed to complement other forms of assistance, so don't worry if you're already receiving benefits. You're still eligible for these payments. Timing is everything when it comes to these payments. Deadlines are critical, and if you miss them, you could lose out on thousands of dollars. Even if you're unsure about your eligibility, it's always better to apply and find out than to sit back and wonder what might have been. Additionally, there are expedited processes available for emergencies, which I'll go over in just a moment. Now, let's take a moment to think about what $1,100, $2,400, or $3,100 could do for you. Could it cover overdue medical bills? Maybe it could help you make some necessary home repairs. Or perhaps it could help you stockpile essentials like food and medicine. Many viewers have shared their stories of how these payments transform their lives. One viewer was able to get a long overdue surgery that changed their quality of life. Another was able to install safety modifications in their home, making it both safer and more comfortable. But here's where many people go wrong. They assume that receiving a payment is the end of the road. They think once they've received their payment, that's it. But that's not the case. These funds could open doors to additional programs or benefits. For instance, state-specific programs may be able to complement the federal payments you receive. Depending on where you live, there may be additional assistance available to you. This is why it's so important to stay informed and keep checking for new opportunities. Once you receive your payment, it's yours to use as you see fit. But I'll also share strategies for stretching those dollars even further. Whether you need to cover healthcare costs, make emergency repairs, or even build a small nest egg for the future, planning ahead can help you make the most of this money. It's all about being smart with the resources you have. Finally, don't wait. These payments are real, but they aren't automatic. You must take action to claim them. The sooner you check your eligibility and start gathering your documents, the sooner you can receive these life-changing benefits. If you found this information helpful, please give this a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more updates on programs for seniors and disabled individuals. Leave your questions in the comments. I read every single one and do my best to help. Remember, knowledge is power. Understanding your benefits is the first step toward improving your financial security. Thank you for reading, and I'll see you in the next update.